York, New York, big city of dreams.
And now they tell you
New York, New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from the Knick Of Time Show, here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's time, oh here we go, to talk about a brutal a Knicks loss. The Knicks lose to the Mavs 121-126 in overtime. There was no Jalen Brunson today. There was no RJ Barrett, who left in the first quarter. A lot of the second unit got some run. We had Emmanuel quickly starting the game, had a career high 15 assists, 13 points on the night. Grimes gives you a career high 33 points and 6 rebounds with 7 of 16 from 3. Rob got 20 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 steals. But the Knicks really couldn't close things when things got tight. The free throws once again has done us in. 15 of 24 from the free throw line, shooting 62%. The Knicks were up 108-99 with a minute and 45 seconds left, but we could not win the foul game, missing key free throws. And at the end of the day, with few seconds left, Luka Doncic hits a free throw, intentionally misses the second, gets his own rebound, and then scores to bring the game into overtime, when ultimately the Knicks lose. And we're going to talk about it all. Before I talk about it, first, shout out to Fubu TV. Fubu TV is where you can get Knicks and MSG for free for 7 days. So if you want to watch the Knicks for free for 7 days, all you gotta do is go to FubuTV.com. All right, so shout out to FubuTV.com, and also salute to my man who was here today for a brutal one, but he's here. Shout out to my guy from the YouTube channel across the street. I call him the Raw Metaphor. It is the Raw Hebrew Remnant. What's going on, my man Raw?
My man Jay Ellis, man. Sorry, I've been real busy at work, but I'm glad I'm be able to come today and hang out with my man Jay Ellis at the KOT.
I hear you. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad I'm not gonna lie, Raw. I need a friend today, Raw. I need a friend after this loss, because all we had this in the bag. All we had to do was hit free throws and not have a complete meltdown in the fourth quarter. We would have won this game. But this is a game where there's a lot to love, but there's also some things you're concerned about. But I want to get your perspective on this game before I even touch what I think is going on.
Well, the free throws were the biggest issue. I mean, shooting 63% from 3 in the NBA game, you're not going to win a lot of games. But what I like, the fact that they lost RJ within the first 2 minutes of the game, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
They already knew they were going to be without Jalen Brunson, but they lost RJ in the first 2 minutes, and they still played extremely well. They had 27 assists. They had 55 rebounds. If this, like, for example, they play Thursday night. So if they know Thursday night, for example, they're not going to have Brunson, or they're not going to have RJ. They probably have both of them, but I like what the Knicks showed tonight. It was a tough loss, but I like to look at things on a macro level. And I think the Knicks, I like the way they look. I'm not worried about this loss. I know it's 4 straight, and a lot of people jumping off the bridge or whatever. Jump off the bridge if you need to, but then I won't hear your mouth. But I think we'll be all right.
For when you're looking at the rotation, RJ Barrett goes down in the first quarter with only a minute left, or with only a minute gone by. So essentially, 8 players played today.
That's right.
An overtime game. Do you think fatigue played a part in what was happening? Because you're looking at the box score: Miles McBride 46 minutes, Emmanuel Quickly 50 minutes, Julius Randle 44 minutes. Grimes, everybody was playing 40 minutes plus. Only 8-man rotation. Do you think somebody should have gotten at least a 5 or 10 minute blow somewhere? Because I have to believe that when the game on the line, we might have gotten exhausted mentally, physically, and that could have been contributed to why we lost in the end of the fourth quarter.
I don't think so. No, I think that people are focusing too much on the minutes. These guys played really good all the way down the stretch. Randall and Robinson missed free throws, which they'd have missed anyway. It's not about fatigue. Randall has shown over his career, especially with the Knicks, that at big moments he misses free throw. And we know Mitch Roberts is a 53% free throw shooter. Deuce was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So it's not about the minutes. I think people are looking at that and trying to focus on it because they hate Tiz, but that's some BS. No, they just lost this game because RJ Barrett got hurt and missed the whole game basically, and nobody thought he was going to do that. I'm looking at the stats, man. You can't tell me 27. If I told you the Knicks were going to have this game with 27-6, 27 assists, 55 rebounds, 17 offensive rebounds. Deuce McBride plays 46 minutes and gets 14 points. You're going to tell me they're going to win that game. But the fact is, they lost RJ early. Yeah. If you gave them another game without RJ, they'd adjust and win. I'm not worried about this game. They did a good job. You win some, you lose some. They just lost this one. I'm not worried about it at all. Luka, to me, the big play of the game was that tip in from Luka at the last. I think it was like less than 30 seconds left in regulation. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, people want to blame somebody as the Knicks supposed to go 82-0. Forget that. They did all right. I think they did good, as a matter of fact. So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. On the macro level, as you would say, Ro, I feel like there's a lot of good to be taken from this game. On a micro level, it might be. I kind of disagree with you. I think there might be a chance we pull this out if somebody got to rest a little bit to have some legs to finish the game out. And I don't know what Cam did or what Evan did. I'm not even super high on them playing big minutes, but I just wonder, going 8 deep in a game like this, if that was beneficial for us and a big reason why we lost. I'm not sure I can confidently say it's not. But I'll also say, with that being said, there's still a lot of good to take away from this game. And I think one of the biggest things that I like is the way Quickly and Grimes kind of held down the fort when it came to who's filling in the slots. Because a lot of the things I'm looking at the game, I'm like, where are we going to get the scoring from? How's the offense going to flow? And I feel like Grimes, for one, dropped 33, career high. Shot, hold on, let me get the stats up.
He shot 7 of 16 from 3, bro. Damn, man.
7 of 16 from 3, shooting 43% is insane.
In 48 minutes he played.
In 48 minutes. And not only that, 48% from the field on top of that. Insane.
So that's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with fatigue because brother was playing ball, man. Come on.
I think overtime he was a little fatigued because
they was all tired, but that ain't what lost the game.
I don't know. I don't
Quickly, your boy Quickly had 15 assists, man.
Huh?
Your boy Quickly, he had 15 assists. He just wasn't shooting the ball well in general today. Had nothing to do with the fatigue. He wasn't shooting well in general. He wasn't shooting the ball well in the first half. Randall played a good game. Mitch Rob played an excellent game, but Mitch Rob shot, which is basically his average, 50% from the foul line. If he could have shot 60% from the foul line, we might have won the game. But, he got 16 boards, 20 points. I mean, come on, 7 offensive rebounds. Come on, I mean, I'm saying it's like everybody wants to blame. Everyone wants to put that blame game on. Y'all need to stop listening to the New York press and looking for blame. Listen, man, They lost R.J. Barrett within 2 minutes of the game. Okay, you get R.J. and he's been averaging 25 a game. You win this game. It's okay. I like the fact that they got minutes for 46 minutes from McBride. That's
Yes.
good. 48 minutes for Brown. I like that. Mitch Rob, 36 minutes, 20 points for Mitchell Robinson, 16 boards. Look, they're going to lose this game without the likelihood. If I was to tell you, okay, Brunson's not playing, think about it before the game, okay? So, JL, if I was to say to you before the game, Jalen Brunson's not going to play tonight. And within a minute of the game, you're going to lose RJ Barrett for the game. Are you winning that game?
No, yo, Raw, I'm completely agree with you with that. Like, seriously, the Dallas Mavericks were about 30 seconds away to having their loss, the worst loss of the season. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
They were.
So I'm saying, like, you telling me that you expected to win, you already knew Brunson wasn't going to play. And now you lost RJ Barrett for not just for a few, you lost him for the game in the first 2 minutes of the game.
No.
Okay, you go into overtime in Dallas. What, you expecting to win? What's wrong with y'all?
Nah,
No.
I'm not expecting to win at all. I was not expecting to win.
That's what I'm saying. So look, Quickly gets 51 minutes. He scored 13. Quickly was 1 of 10 from 3, man. 5 of 21. The boy didn't shoot well today.
No.
Grimes, though, and of course Mitch Rob, and of course Julius, and Duke's playing 46 minutes. He was 4 of 14. But that's on Tibbs. He should be playing this boy 20 minutes a game for the last 3 games. So I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to you and to Knicks Nation is this. The Knicks have something to build on here. Okay? So I'm not expecting, he had the hand left. Did you see it looked like he had a big gash in his right hand on his index finger. So he gets some stitches. He gets it taped up. RJ will be back for the next game against San Antonio. I don't know what to expect from what's his name, from Brunson. I hope he sits again because I'd like him to be fully healthy. Houston is playing ball, so we got to play them Saturday. I want Brunson to be at full strength, so give him another day off because we good. I'm telling you, we good. If Barrett plays this game, we win this game. I'm not worried about it. Really, I'm not.
Yep. Like I said, Raw, long term, this game means a lot for the franchise because who played the big minutes. So I agree with the long term. I like Grimes for sure. 33 points on the night, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Goes crazy from 3. Almost pulls out the game. He became the second option. I like the way he played. Played defense on Luka as well.
He's guarding Luka Doncic's MVP candidate.
Exactly. Had to play some defense on him. Had to make sure he didn't get into foul trouble because you knew we were thin, and he did a decent job of that. Emmanuel Quickly was a positive at halftime, even though he was shooting bad. But I like the process of the offense for about 3.5 quarters with Emmanuel Quickly running the show. He didn't really, even though he missed shots, I felt like dribble penetration was high. He got into that paint area. You know, Tom Thibodeau loves the paint touches and was able to kick it out to Randall for pull-up threes, to Quentin Grimes for threes. And Grimes sometimes even also able to take the ball from Quickly and set up somebody else a few times after attacking closeouts. So I really like the process of those guys. And I thought we did a really good job of just overall running the offense without our big guys in RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson. So I do agree with you. On the big scheme of things, I think it means well that all these got back big minutes, and even McBride came in and he shot 4 for 14, didn't really shoot well, but was a positive for most of the night. Hit some free throws, hit more clutch free throws than other people did. 83% from the free throw line, and 2 steals on the night, and 14 points in 46 minutes. This is a lot of the things we talked about, having development on this team. This is what development looks like sometimes. Sometimes development is ugly. Sometimes development is we have to put these guys in high pressure situations to see how they react and what comes out of it. And We found out that Grimes can perform under pressure. We found out that quickly can handle an offense for the most part for the 3 quarters he was in there, and we saw that Randall continued his reign. And but we just have to get better at the fourth quarter execution and hitting free throws.
Look, man, look here. Deuce played 13 minutes, 9 minutes, 53 seconds, and 6 minutes. If you're expecting him to come in here and shoot the lights out, you're a fool. Okay? He came in and played solid defense, and he shot the ball, and he was taking good shots when he was supposed to. He's not going to hit them just coming in the game playing 46 minutes after playing 6 minutes. Anybody expecting him to do that is stupid. Period. Okay? The haters going to hate. Why don't they go just vote? Just go root for the Nets because y'all know what you're talking about. What I'm saying is the Deuce played a tremendous game. He played it on the defensive end the way he was supposed to. Okay. Now, Grimes, like you alluded to, that's what Jay, am I fair to say that was always in him? Like we knew he could do that,
Yeah.
right? So he's shooting 7 of 16. We knew he could do that.
I already knew he could do that. That didn't shock me.
Yeah, it was a matter of time. So we knew he was going to do that. Now, like I said, if you're looking at this game before the game, if I was to tell you, you're not going to have Jalen Brunson tonight. Within a minute of the game, you're going to lose RJ Barrett for the rest of the night. So you telling me you expecting them to win this game in Dallas? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Y'all got to be real, man. Some of the haters going to hate because that's how they get off. That's their problem. Let them do that. But I'm saying on those that know basketball, to me, the Knicks played a tremendous game tonight. And I'm saying, like, I'm expecting RJ to be back Thursday night against San Antonio. And I think they're going to play better. If you have this same team, let's say Brunson don't play against San Antonio, but you have the same crew playing, but you add RJ to it, they win this game. Now, also, Jay, tell me what you think. They're going Sims chose tonight to be bonehead, man.
Yeah. Sims is.
I mean, he chose tonight to be bonehead. I was like, what is he doing? So
yeah,
that if he didn't play, I was like, I can't expect him to play high level. You know, he probably wasn't expecting this kind of minutes at this time. And that's the thing, what I'm saying. So Sims, how many minutes? I'm looking, he played 13 minutes, but still, I mean, that foul on Luke, I was like, what are you thinking of? And then he was like he had a blocking sled, man.
yeah.
He went through somebody. I was like, what is this dude doing? We need him to be on point tonight. And so that was a problem. I see that. But I don't blame Jericho Sims because, he ain't playing that many minutes. So tonight you went 8 deep tonight. Okay?
Yeah.
You went 8 deep. And the thing is, I don't believe a lot of people like this, man. And people ain't gonna be happy with me. But you got a bunch of Knicks fans that's ready to jump off the bridge off the ledge at any time. They're gonna have that. But then there's a bunch of Knicks fans that even if they won this game, they'd be ready to jump off the bridge because Cam didn't play. Yeah. I almost wish they just jump off so we don't hit the amount no more. Because you know what? Look, man, the dude got his 9-man rotation. Tibbs. Okay, if he don't get the 9-man rotation, he's gonna play Derrick Rose. He's already showed you that. Why y'all tripping? That's what he's gonna do. So he played the 8-man rotation. That ain't what lost us the game. What lost us the game tonight was poor execution of free throws. The Knicks, if they shot NBA level 72% from the line, they win this game. Okay? So it's just, and then, like I said, you can't expect Deuce to go from playing 6 minutes to all of a sudden playing 46 minutes and shoot like Stephen Curry. Come on, stop it. All right? Stop it. So I'm all good. I think the Knicks to me, it was a blessing in disguise because you got guys heavy minutes that normally don't play heavy minutes. Yeah. And look, Jay Ellis, it was last year this time that the Knicks went down into Houston and Deuce McBride and Emmanuel Quickly closed out that game. You remember that?
Yeah,
it was this time last year. It was last year this time.
That's
so I'm saying, look here, I'm thinking, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm not worried about. Yes, it looks bad. They lost 4 straight. But look here, they still 18 and 17. They still in the 6th seed. We got San Antonio Thursday night. We got a good shot. None of those other guys got hurt. Like RJ got hurt, but I think he'll be back Thursday night. And Brunson, I mean, they should sit him another game, but I think he'll probably come back. I mean, what do you think? I think he'll come back Thursday night and play.
Mate, we'll see. We'll see. If he couldn't walk, then he can't play. And I guess today he couldn't really walk, so he didn't really play. I don't know when he come back. I hope we don't leave it up to Brunson because we're gonna need him for a longer stretch. I do feel like he was missing out. I felt like he was off for a second because I felt like he was playing through too many injuries and he needs to heal up so he can get back to, the Brunson he was. But then as soon as I said that, he started dropping 20 point, 13 assist games. So I don't even know what to make it, dude. But
well, I mean, dude is like, if he ain't got a torn tendon or a broken bone, he's playing.
Right. But I would like him
but
to
the
sit
hip
a couple
thing is
games.
the hip thing is tough to play with. You can't play with a hurt hip.
I would like him to sit a couple of games. And
I only wish they played Kemba Walker more minutes. We might have won the game.
Yeah, we might have won it. There was no Kemba Walker revenge, but it was the Luka's revenge today.
Yeah, it was Luka.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
it was definitely Luka. If you want to call in, you definitely can. You see the number. The number is flashing at the bottom of the screen. Is 319-527.
Yeah. I didn't know. I mean, I turned off Derek. What's his name? Harper. I could not listen to him anymore. Him with his blue and white pom poms. But I didn't know homie hit 6. Daggone.
Yeah, it was rough.
And 21 rebounds.
It was rough. It was rough, man. It was definitely rough. I don't know. It was a rough one. I don't know. I still don't all the way agree with you, Raw. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like if we had,
I like that, Jay. Let's come with yours. Come with yours.
No, I feel like if we had somebody else to spill like Grimes another 5 minutes, or quickly another 5. I think Grimes specifically because I feel like in him specifically in overtime, his legs were a little bit gone because of the way he was playing and
you
getting
think he was?
Huh?
You think he was going in the overtime?
I feel like his legs were a little bit gone. Like the layup he missed, he hit that layup pretty much all night long, and he missed that layup in overtime. I know. I just feel.
I mean, I hear you, but let me ask you this, Jay. Let me ask you this: if they ask Grimes after the game, "Did you play too many minutes today?" What you think he's gonna say?
No, athletes ain't gonna tell the truth. What? The only athletes I've seen, no, you played me too much.
Wait. What are you gonna say though, Jay? You gonna say you should have played me less minutes?
Yeah, no, especially a second year pro. Nah, you should have took me out. No one's gonna say
that. He ain't gonna say that, man. I'm telling you, no. They just look, man. Look, to me, the argument about minutes is really an argument against Thibodeau. And I think if you look past that argument against Thibodeau, you ain't got a problem with the minutes. They just do what they do, man. I mean, that's how he plays. All right. So now, if you look past that, what else are you telling me about this game?
I mean, that's the only real problem I have with this game. That's the only critique, I have of this game.
Okay.
From
your only critique is heavy minutes.
The heavy minutes. Also, yes, heavy minutes. Everything else I feel like was in the guys' control. Like you said, free throws, fourth quarter execution, were the things that you really have to worry about. Maybe we could have had Sims in there for that last free throw for Luka Doncic to secure the rebound. Because they scored off an offensive rebound. Maybe that could have been something we could have tried. But like overall, like you said, Ro, I agree with everything else. I agree that we were supposed to lose this game with RJ Barrett being out in the first minute. I agree long-term success, Deuce, Grimes, quickly, and those guys getting the hefty amount of minutes are really good for us long-term. We were begging for our young players to get minutes last season, and Deuce gets 46 minutes, and we were begging for quickly to be the starting point guard last season, and quickly plays the starting point guard and gets a career high assist. So there's a lot of good. Even Mitchell Robinson, right?
Was that a career high? Was that a career high for Quick 15?
Yeah, okay. Career high. He
He only had one turnover.
Yeah, career high. The third time in his career he starts as a starting point guard, and he and for real though, not like the garbage time like he got last season.
Yeah. No, I like how they did it, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not. I mean, I wish they'd have won the game. Yes, they were up in the last minute of regulation. But you see, this is why you got a Luka Doncic. He's a superstar, man. This is a superstar. This is
Yeah.
a dude, a basketball savant. You can't discount that. That's what he is. So he's going to be for him to get that tip in at the last minute. Okay, I mean, I see it, but I'm saying, to me, our boys played really good ball.
They did.
So I'm saying, okay, now if you were to tell them Thursday you're going to be without RJ, you're going to be without Grimes, I think they win that game because they're prepared for that. But right now, that came out of surprise. I was even shocked when I saw RJ waving to come out the game. I said, what happened to him? Because he just stopped playing. Like he just stopped and said, take me out the game. The game was still going on when he was waving to come out. So I was like, "Damn, what happened?" And then I saw his his index finger on his right hand, deep gash in it. So all right, so okay, he's not. I mean, RJ strong as a brick doo-doo house, but I'm saying he's not Grimes, right? So Grimes would have come back in that game, but I'm hoping that RJ is ready for Thursday night. This game tonight, to me, the fact that there's a JLS. Have you heard all where they quit on Tibbs? Have you heard that?
Oh yeah, I never believed they quit on Tibbs. I never believed that. I
think we can agree they did not quit, right? They lost RJ, they were without Brunson, and they played their tail off. So I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. And to me, Tibbs is all right. So now the Knicks are 15-4 when McBride plays 15 minutes or more. Okay, I guarantee you they'll win more than they lose. He played that brother more than 15 minutes. So I hope Tibbs got that memo. Keep playing this guy because you're going to win more games than you lose with him.
Yeah.
He was 1 of 3 from 3. But to me, you got to get those reps. And I think he got into that. I'm not really I look, like you said, Jeff, you're correct. I look on a more macro level. Okay, because I'm not expecting the Knicks to win, the championship.
Yeah, we're not going for a chip this season. That's not the goal.
So I'm looking to make that next step, 6th seed, 5th seed, something like that. And I still think they win 45 games this year. So to me, I'm looking for progress going forward. The haters going to hate. You listen to the haters and they thinking like the Knicks should be, number 2 seed in the East, and they not, so they're a big disappointment. That is straight stupid. They're not going to be number 2 seed. They never was. But they can get the 6th seed, that would be tremendous progress, and they either win the first round playoffs or take somebody 6 or 7 games, which I think they could do. So right now, what we're looking at, if you're looking at Deuce getting heavy minutes, looking at Grimes scoring 33, JL, let me ask you this question. If they continue to get serious minutes, let's say Deuce gets 20 minutes a game, Grimes keeps starting, let me ask you this. Do you believe that those 2 players will be better in March than they are right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think
that's what you can
ask. Yeah, my thing is, our goals this season is playoffs and development at the same time. That's success for us this season.
I agree with that.
And development.
I agree with that.
So when people are like, "Oh, this is a meaningless season because we're not wearing a chip," I don't really agree with that crowd whatsoever. Because if we look and Grimes is becoming a lethal shooter, 3-and-D guy, and like something like this happens where RJ comes out and then all of a sudden he's getting 20, 25 shots in the game and he's efficient, that's a win. If we see that quickly he's getting more minutes and he develops into a guard we can rely on to back us up, that's a win. If Deuce starts to get some minutes and find a role and be mini Marcus Smart, that's a win. And can we talk about Mitchell Robinson for a second?
For real, please. Go ahead, JL.
Mitchell Robinson, right? Leading the league in contested rebounds.
Wait, mean leading the Eastern Conference? You mean leading the Atlantic Division?
Yeah, I think the Eastern Conference in contested rebounds. Is it contested rebounds or the league? On top of that, rebounding at a higher clip, I still feel like Grimes being here is helping him rebound at a higher clip because he doesn't have to help as much. But also Mitch in the post. Hold up. Wait a minute. I've been talking about, listen, for the Toronto game, I was kind of criticizing the team a little bit because we have Mitch in this game playing smaller guys, smaller centers. And I'm sitting here going, all right, cool. If your plan is to not go small and keep Mitch in the game, you got to feature Mitch more to make them regret not going big. So I like that the first play of the game, we gave Mitch a post up and he delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to explore that a lot more.
No, for sure. And that's what Mitch was arguing about. You remember last year, right? He wanted to get the ball on the post more. And and Brunson even misses him a lot. But they went to him early. And if you look at statistically, Mitch was very efficient when he got the ball on the low post. Very efficient.
Right. So the guys, there was an argument going on before the summer talking about, oh, Mitch can't post. All you do is put back, rebound again.
Yeah.
Anything.
People don't know basketball, man. They don't know. Certain people not even worth wasting my energy. I mean, come on.
But
this dude was drafted 36. He should have been in the top 10 in that draft. He's been playing like a top 10 player in that draft. They got him at a steal for 4 years, $60 million. The guy has not even got to scratch his potential yet. Yeah. And you saw a little bit tonight. Look what he was doing when he got the ball in the low post. Look what he's doing.
What the word? And people talking about how, you know what, he can't post up. He can post up. My argument was, how many post up touches does Mitch get to say that he can't post up? Let the man post up when he's open. But today he got some touches. We need to explore that a little bit more, especially when teams decide to play small centers.
For real. If you gave him, like tonight, he got 9 shots. I'm not saying you need to give him 20, but I'm saying you get him the ball down there so he can get 12 shots a game. You're gonna it make a big difference, man. It make a big difference. So and look, he played 30 for all those out here claiming he's a foul, foul prone. He played 36 minutes and got 3 fouls.
I'm tired of people giving Mitchell Robinson critiques from like 2 seasons ago.
I mean, that's what I was talking about the other day. This whole, we need to go get a stretch 5.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Raw. I'm still down for a stretch 5.
I'm taking Mitch Robinson. The only dude in this NBA, 2 dudes that I would take and let Mitch Rob come off the bench is Joel Embiid and the Joker. Other than that,
I agree.
I love Bam Adebayo. Give me Mitch Rob. It is nobody I would have, and even in those 2 cases, I'm not trading Mitch Rob. I'm having him come off the bench. I'll trade everybody else. What I'm saying, other than them 2 dudes, give me Mitch Rob. Forget so, Waka Flocka.
I still feel like the Knicks feel like we need a stretch 5, and that's why they started Hartenstein, because they figured he can give us a defense and some stretch 5 abilities, and it hasn't really worked out that way. But I'm for having a stretch 5. That doesn't mean, listen, when I wanted Mo Bamba here, I was trying to have Mo Bamba come back up Mitch. You know,
the problem is Mo Bamba can't even get in front. He can't even start for Orlando, bro.
But come on, Raw. Orlando's bigs are like next level, dog. Like,
well, I'm saying though. No, so let me ask you this: if Mitch Rob was in Orlando, you telling me he won't start?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not even saying Mo
Bamba
should start.
That's what I'm saying. Nah. So you need somebody that's going to you talking about a stretch 5, right? You need somebody that's going to say, okay, this guy's going to start no matter what team he's on in front of Mitchell Robinson. There's only 2 dudes like that.
I didn't say a starting stretch 5. I just said a stretch 5.
And somebody ignoramus is talking about Ayton. What? You paying Mitch Rob $60 million? You gonna pay Ayton $120 to do what Mitch Rob does? Come on, man. Stop. Really, stop.
I'm just saying, Raw. I'm not saying he has to start over Mitch. I'm just saying a stretch five in the building, giving us a different look. I think could be beneficial. I definitely think it
Bruh,
could be beneficial for
if
sure.
you telling me you want a stretch five to come off the bench behind Mitch Rob, we
Listen,
already
Jalen
got that.
Brunson
His
had
name
his
is
best
Hartenstein.
success in
We already
Dallas
got that.
playing
His name is
5 out.
Hartenstein, though. You
Huh?
got Hartenstein. You got Hartenstein.
I
That's all
know
I'm
we got
saying.
Hardenstein, but Hardenstein
That's
is
all I'm
shooting.
saying. So we got what we need. We got what we need.
I-
So what I'm saying
Is
is,
Hardenstein performing?
all I'm saying is this, though, JL. All I'm saying is this. When you building a team for a chip, right? You put championship pieces together, right? Mitch Rob's a championship piece. So don't mess with it. You got your chip. You got your championship piece right there.
You're
So
not
you got to
hearing me,
put
bro.
championship pieces. You got to put championship pieces in other spots. So I was, until recently, I was doubtful as to whether Julius Randle was a championship piece. But he's making his case. I got to give him props. He's making his case. Even tonight, Juju played a good game, man. So I got to give Juju his props. He's doing all NBA type stuff. So to me, right now, it's just a question of them gelling together. You got Grimes, okay, you got Brunson, and you got to play Deuce McBride, and you got to play Grimes, and you got to play Robinson together. To me, that's your iron fist defense. Did you see tonight, Jails, when they played together? That's when
Yeah.
they started making double-digit leads, man.
I was worried. Listen, there was a few points I was worried. The second quarter when they went to the hall bench and we pulled it off. Even Hartenstein had some good shots in. He hit from three. They played well. Like Grimes, Deuce, and IQ, they're always going to play well. So I like what they gave us for sure.
Yeah, I like the combination of Grimes, Deuce, and Mitch Rob. That's the iron fist of defense in Knicks. As many minutes as you can put them brothers out there is what you do. But tonight, I mean, like I said, you playing Luka Doncic, man. I mean, come on, he scored 60,
I feel
man.
you.
Come on, man. I mean, without RJ Barrett, come on,
I
man. I
agree.
think we did good.
I agree.
I
But
think we did really good to take this game to overtime. Yes, they could have closed it out in the last 30 seconds, 45 seconds of regulation. But listen, you're dealing with guys that don't play that position all the time. McBride, when's the last time he been in the game? Last couple minutes of the game when they need, come on. So I think, and then what it really was is, my man Julius Randle. I love my brother, but he missed some key free throws down the stretch.
always. And I was worried about the fourth quarter. I was definitely worried about the fourth quarter because I already know what it is with Randall. Randall plays
Yeah,
3/4 and worth of
yeah,
offense and
yeah,
disappears in the fourth quarter often. So I was definitely
yeah,
worried.
yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. I mean, to me, I don't like beat my head up against a wall about stuff that you can't change. Randall is what he is. 11 to 23 from the field, 5 of 11 from three. He could have shot a little bit better from the free throw line. He was 2 of 4, 18 rebounds, only
Right.
2 turnovers, and
This
29 points. You can't ask for more from a guy.
yeah,
Come
this
on. I mean, I'm really happy. Like I said, we lost this game. I like the way overall the Knicks do. I like they lost for sure, but I'm looking at an overall. What's what I'm looking for? I'm looking at an overall uh, uh, macro momentum. I like the way the Knicks are looking. I'm
yeah,
not worried about it.
I would like for the process to be a little bit tinkered with in the fourth quarter. Like I felt like IQ got into the paint for 3.5 quarters, and then the fourth quarters, our half court offense isn't the best. We do a lot of our damage off of running and offensive rebounds and attacking off offensive rebounds. But our half court offense this year in general has not been good. So a lot of times when it's time to slow the game down, we get into a little bit of trouble, and it happened again today. But for me, what I wanted to see more of in the fourth quarter was that continuous process that we saw in the previous quarters was, not just Randall isoing, but I wanted IQ to keep getting into the paint and then trying to find other guys off of his paint touches, because that was working for 3.5 quarters, and it didn't. It didn't seem like we went to that. The offense went stagnant in the fourth quarter.
A
But
little
that's
bit,
what
yeah. But
happens
you
when you have
remember,
a
like
guy.
everybody's tightening up their defense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's just like playoff basketball in the fourth quarter, but especially like tonight. But to me, the fact is that Quickly was 5 of 21 and 1 of 10 from three. I mean, if Quickly shoots like we believe he can shoot, if he even gives us 35% from
Yeah.
three, we win this game. I'm not worried about. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about. I think we're going to be all right. And what I really like is the fact that what I'm saying is, if Tibbs stick with this nine, it wasn't the 9-man rotation is not a problem because he just needs to play Deuce McBride with Grimes and Robinson some more minutes. But if he keeps doing that, after 41 games, we get in the second half of the season, these guys are going to be good. I'm not worried about it. These guys are going to be good. And quickly is getting steady minutes. Tonight he got 51 minutes. That's crazy. He got 51 minutes tonight. But if you give him the consistent 22, 25 minutes, he's not going to be shooting more than 10 from three all the time now. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. And for y'all, let me drop this to y'all one more time. Tibbs picked his 9-man rotation. Stop whining about Cam. Stop. He's not playing. Okay. The next dude that he reaches for in the 9-man rotation is D-Rose. Okay. It is what it is. You may not like it, but it is what it is. Cam ain't playing. Evan Fournier ain't playing unless everybody's hurt or whatever. Forget it. Cam had his chance. It's over. Some of y'all need to just accept that. It's over. He's not coming back. Evan Fournier, it's over. Okay? Tibbs got his 9-man rotation. Get over that mess, man. Stop whining. I ain't got no more cheese for you. Let me have something.
Yo, I have no problems with the 9-man rotation, Raw. We win on. We won with the 9-man rotation. I still think when we start to get to an 8-man rotation now, it's scary hours. I'm like, all right, we gotta do something.
But I don't think he do you think that both Brunson and RJ gonna be out the next game?
I think RJ is gonna get stitches and he'll be back. So I think
that's what I'm saying. So you'll be back for a 9-man rotation.
But
I'm saying
I just need Tibbs to be flexible sometimes. That's it. Just sometimes. When the glass when open, that's it.
He'd be forced to play like a Cam. If he had 7 guys, right? He'd be forced to play Cam. But he'd rather not do that. Y'all got to understand, Tibbs is into units, man. He's into units that play together. That's the way he looks at it.
I agree.
So y'all may not like it, but it is what it is, man. Why y'all keep whining about Cam? Cam ain't coming in unless, like I said, unless they only got 7 dudes. Okay, then you might see Cam. But in San Antonio, he'll be back to a 9-man rotation. Forget Cam. It ain't happening. He's done. And
Cam is gone. I already know Cam is traded. He's already gone. If we have 7 dudes, we might see Zvev if we got 7 dudes.
Cam is in his 4th season. He ain't in his 1st, 2nd, 3rd. He's in his 4th season. Come on, baby. I mean, look at Benedict Matthews. I'm expecting the same style both of these cats. Benedict Matthews is a rookie. He's already played better than Cam. Come on, baby. Now look, if Cam don't make it in New York, it's because of Cam. Look, Cam got physical talent to give you 20 a game. Okay? He does. But it's like that dude. I forgot, what is that dude's name at the New York Post jail? He told us, he said Cam is a T. What's that dude's name?
You talking about Berman?
No, not Berman. He writes for the St. John's.
We got Berman,
Greenberg, something like
Popper. We got
a dude named
Greenberg. I don't know him.
Let me see. New York.
I heard that. I've heard that Cam is a tease line plenty of times. So I've heard.
This guy he was saying it from when Cam was at Duke. He was calling the team.
Yeah, I feel you, and I'm with you, Raw. Like I said, 9-man rotation. I'm good. Just break glass. Yo, Cam, give me 7 minutes because Grimes is dying.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
7
Cam
minutes.
can't give you. Nah. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. I like the 9-man rotation. I like it.
But
I like what Tibbs is doing. I'm sorry. I like what Tibbs is doing. I like right now he played 8 guys. Play the 8 guys. Forget all of them other cats. Play the 8 guys. Play the 8 guys. That's what I'm saying. Y'all expecting Tibbs to be something other than Tibbs. I mean, this is what he's always done, man. Why everybody expect, you got to play Cam. For what? He's already chosen his 9-man rotation. He's not doing it.
I already know.
Okay, so let's get over it. Let's get over it.
Yeah, it's not going to change. I already know it's not going to change. If it didn't happen today, if it didn't happen today, it definitely ain't happening.
Like everybody, like the earth shook because Tibet. That's what he's going. He's going to do what he does, man. He's going to do what he does.
He
I mean,
definitely
that's
going to
what.
do what he does. Yeah,
That's what I'm
definitely.
saying. It's going to tip. So, I mean, and let me tell you another news that's going to hurt y'all. Brother Tim, he's here for his 5-year contract. I'm trying to tell you, he ain't going nowhere. Now, he's going to get 2 more seasons after this. And I want to tell you, the Knicks will probably give us another coach after that. You get Tibbs is part of the culture change. Okay. That's what he brought in for. Some of y'all are so used to calling for somebody to get fired if they ain't winning the chip in their first season. But that ain't gonna happen. So what happened is Tibbs is gonna get his 5-year, gonna get his 5-year contract. Matter of fact, many I don't know if y'all know, but they just exercised the option not this summer, the previous year. They exercised an option. So he's here for the duration. And my man ain't playing, he's done paying for coaches that they don't fire. So I'm talking about those. So he ain't doing it. So Tibbs is here. So get over that fire Tibbs crap. He's here. Okay? He's here. So get used to that. And let's just roll with that. That's it. He ain't playing Cam. Cam's out of the rotation. Now, after the 5 years, it could be anybody. It could be Johnny Bryant. It could be Mark Jackson. I don't know. But after the 5 years, when they establish the culture, they're going to bring in the coach to bring him to the next level.
I
But
don't
they got
think
2 more.
so. I think if Tom Thibodeau makes it to 5 years, I think he's getting another contract.
Well, the only reason I would disagree, I would understand that you say that, but Tom Thibodeau right now is 64.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's 64. Let me just look at it.
You think his age? Because my thing is
this.
this.
because he's old, man. I mean, he's older than me. I mean, Tom Thibodeau. Let me see. Tom Thibodeau.
Right. Like, here's the thing.
He is, how old is this? Tom Thibodeau. Hold on.
The thing is this, right? If we make the playoffs this year, he's definitely going to stay. Next year, if we make the playoffs and we do like a little bit better than this year, then he's definitely going to stay. Like my thing is, he'll only get fired if he doesn't meet expectation. He won't get re-signed if he doesn't meet expectation.
Tom Thibodeau, just by the virtue of the way he coaches, his teams are going to be at least 500. So he's 64. He'll be 65 on January 17th.
Mm.
So you give him 2 more years, he's 67. He's going to fulfill his 5 years, which would be good for the Knicks. He'll fulfill his 5 years, and then they'll probably hand it to Johnny Bryant, and Bryant will take him to the next level. So I'm saying, right? Okay, think about it like this, Jalen. So 2 years, RJ's 24. If Obi's still on the team, he's 26. Randall will be 30.
Right.
And then like the Quickly's will be like 25. Deuce will be like 24. And they would have all played together for that whole time. I'm telling you, just leave it alone. They'll be good. And Tibbs is gonna be the ringmaster for 2 more seasons after this. So this year I'm thinking they're gonna win 45. I'm still sticking 45 games.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this year, they'll bring back the same crew unless a superstar becomes available. If a superstar becomes available, then they'll go get him.
I got my eyes on Embiid. I'm not gonna hold you.
On who?
Embiid.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'll take Embiid. But if a guy like that becomes available, they'll probably go after him. But
you saw depending on how the season goes, the 76ers, Harden is talking about going back to Houston.
Yeah, that's what he's talking. I don't know why he's talking that, but they don't need him anyway. They got Maxey. But Embiid is the big piece.
Exactly. If he go back to Houston, then it's like
if Embiid leaves, they starting over. The process starts over.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Embiid leaves, the process starts over. But
exactly. But I definitely have my eyes on Embiid, yo. So like I said, I'm off the Randall trade thing, but if Embiid is available, that trade for that makes sense for me. My
thing is, I like a dude that when he comes to the roster, if we can keep our key pieces, then he has us in the running for top 4 in the East and ECF. Embiid is that.
Cause
But
I don't know about you, but I've been saying on this program for the last few weeks that to me, was for us to get to the next level, I think RJ has to take the next step. Like it has to be RJ because
I
I
think he's
feel
already doing it though. He's been dropping 25 a game over the last 10 games.
yeah, no, he has. He's starting to take the
Yeah,
next
so
step.
I think he's already taking that next step. That
I
to me,
think
that's a
he's.
given.
I think he's
I
taking.
see Kanal, my brother, Kanal Ben Lawa saying we don't have free agent money. That's not true. We do have free agent money.
It's called
You just don't
assets.
understand.
It's called
Yeah, we have assets. Not only that, we have trade pieces. So
right.
we have the free agent money. We're not worried. It's not like we're looking to sign a dude without trading
It's
somebody. Y'all got to
trading.
understand that. We
Yeah.
got to send out money. So that's no problem. So we
Right.
got the money. We're not worried about that.
But
I'm saying even if you trade a Randall and you give me an MB, we end up running for top 4 in the East. But there's no question.
facts,
Especially if you're keeping the core of a Deuce, you got to trade Randall in that scenario because of his salary. But I'm thinking we keep Mitch Rob because of his salary. I mean, you could trade them both, but I'm thinking you're going to keep one of them, probably Mitch Rob. You're going to trade Randall because he's 25 million. You're going to need it. You might trade both of them. I don't know.
I feel like they're going to trade both and we'll take Sims.
If you trade both of them, you bring back. Okay, let's take both of them out the equation. So you trade MB, you trade Mitch Rob, and you trade, let's say, 4 unprotected number ones. I'm doing that. And you bring me back MB, and I still got Obi, and I still got RJ, and I still got Grant Hill.
Yeah.
I'm good shape. I'm in good shape. I ain't not worried about it. And I still got Brunson. I'm in good shape. I'm in very good shape.
I definitely agree.
I'm in very good shape.
But what I was saying about RJ before is that he has gotten better for sure shooting, and I see some playmaking, but I still feel like I want his playmaking to be more. One, I want his playmaking to be more consistent. Two, I need RJ to have like a go-to move that I know. All right, cool. Because when I'm looking at guys who are like the elite wing players, they have a spot on the floor. They have a move where they go, okay, if I get to this spot on the floor, this is 2 points. So for us to get the next level, we need RJ to be able to take the playmaking to a next level and to have like a move that he goes to that's going to give us automatic 2. And if it doesn't give us automatic 2, then like it's such a threat that a double is coming and he's going to get somebody else an open shot. So I was kind of talking about that before, where the post to me seems like the most likely spot where RJ can be the biggest threat, because I liked how he took Harden down there in the post and was able to score in that like short mid range. And if you can start to get that going in ISO situations and work out of there, I think we'll be really good.
The thing is about RJ, I look at it different than most people. To me, RJ has to be a threat in the fourth quarter when we need a basket, or when we're trying to score and the other team's trying to stop us from taking the lead. If he requires attention, which he does, he's already a problem. Only thing about that, he has to consistently, which he's been doing this season, hit his free throw. Yeah. So to me, I'm not worried about it. There's nuances. Every player in the NBA, every player is working on those nuances to get better. But RJ right now is enough of a problem so that if you have, let's say you have an MB, so you're replacing Tobias Harris with RJ. I take that every day. I'm taking that every day. Because RJ is enough of a bully ball dude that if you're not watching him, he's going to kill you. So I'm not worried about him. He'll drop 44. So Tobias Harris has never done it, by the way. Right. So if you give me RJ Barrett with a MB, I'm in good shape. I'm not worried about it. The Knicks could take the East with that. But then you add a Brunson to it. You add a Grimes to it. I'm telling you, Jay Ellis, you give me MB and Obi, and you send Julius Randle, and I love Mitch Rob. He's one of my 2 favorite Knicks. But if you telling me you giving me Embiid in his prime, hell, I'll give you all of them draft picks, and we going to the ECF.
Yeah, now I hear you.
We going to the ECF right now. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not worried about RJ. RJ's only 22. by an organic process, he's going to continue to get better. You see how his game is. He starts off slow. He starts off slow in the season. He starts off slow in the game.
Right,
His
right.
career is like that. Watch. By the time he gets to 25, he's going to be a much better player. That's what most people don't see. He's only 22, man. Give him 25. I'm telling you.
No, I agree.
He's gonna be a problem. So right now, if you give me an MB and you give me a 23-year-old RJ Barrett and you give me a 25-year-old Obi Toppin with Jalen Brunson and Grimes and give me Deuce and Quick off the bench, hell, we
Yeah,
good,
for
bro.
sure. For sure. I'm
We
with you
good.
with that. I think my
We
scenario
good.
I'm talking about more is if our team, if because right now we're a playoff team, but I'm talking about ascending to like we're a threat for a chip type of threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
I agree
saying.
with you.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Well, the thing is,
if we
like
didn't
the way
move
I look at it,
Randall,
Jalen,
if
if
we
you could
didn't
get
move
to the
Randall and we try to be a
ECF,
threat to win a chip,
yeah.
then
But if
that's
you
what I'm
could get
saying.
to
We
the
need that from
if you're
RJ.
a threat to get to the ECF,
Right.
right? If you could get to the ECF, so now you're in the final four.
Right.
Anything can happen. You know what I mean? So if you could get into the final four, you're in the ECF. Anything can happen. So with MB, with that crew, we are a threat to get to the final four.
I agree.
See, so see how Grimes dropped 33 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what. Give Grimes another 2 years. Every game, he's a threat to drop 33.
Grimes
Okay,
is
so
a
you
problem.
add him to RJ, and don't tell me you're gonna get an MB because I'm trying to tell you, man, there'll be there'll be some problems right there. So I'm not worried about. To me, I'm looking at it like this: when the Knicks hired Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau, I looked at it like, okay, you got to get a coach to get you the new culture. You got to get a front office, get you the new culture. So they right now in the process, they're establishing a new culture in New York. It's a
Right.
defensive culture. It's a culture where they come to play every night. I mean, we can see that right now. So you got that. So now once you get that, you got that floor. Nobody, if anybody of y'all was expecting Thibodeau to take you to the finals, you sleep. I'm just telling you.
Nah.
That wasn't going to be the case. But we're trying to get them to that new culture.
Yeah.
Once you get that, now you're looking at a coach that can take you to that next level. You might be looking at a Udoka. You might be looking at a Giant Bryant. You might be looking at a Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
But by that point, you have, look, Grimes, Deuce played together. By that point, we're talking about they played together 3 or 4 years. Mitch Rob played with them 3 or 4 years. You know, if he's still here. If he's not here, you got RJ. You have that continuity with the core. Plus, you bring in the superstar. That's what I'm talking about. People are expecting like ECF right now, and if they don't make it, they stink. People are too like extreme in New York because of the media. Either they go into the ECF or they not even in the play-in. That's kind of ridiculous. You got to look at it more objectively. So the Knicks right now, they just need to get 45 wins to me to get to that next level. So you get 40. Let me ask you this, JLA. The Knicks get 45 wins. You get tremendous growth from an RJ. You get tremendous growth from a Grimes. Now, MB wants to leave Philly. You think you consider the Knicks?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And bro, we saying the same. I've been saying the same thing. I've been saying the same thing for weeks when the tank conversation has been happening. Like, there's more than one way to get talent here. You don't have to just get talent by tanking. If we win with this team with 6 guys right now in the rotation who are guys that the New York Knicks have drafted, then our guys grow in value. And if we grow in value and win at the same time, it makes us easier to maneuver and make trades to get more talent here next season or the season after or whenever they decide to pull the trigger, especially because we're one of the few teams in the league who has a bevy of first round picks here. So we're in good shape.
How much is let me just see, how much is MB making right now?
Not sure.
Let me look it up here.
Not sure. Let me see.
Because we gotta get the salary code. We're gonna have to. He's making 33 million.
Listen, he's
on a
like
5-year 147, right? He's on a 5-year 147.
Dang, he's underpaid.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? So he's on a 5-year 147. So, oh shoot. And he at the end of this season, he'll be 28 in his prime. 33, 26. All right, look, he'll be unrestricted. So look here. Look here. We don't have to we basically have to get within like 28 million to get this deal done. I would give them the 4 unprotected, 5 unprotected first rounders. I would give them Mitch Rob, that's 15 million. So we would need another 15 million. What you thinking, JM? We need another 15 million. I would like to keep Juju if we can.
You want to do Randall with?
I want to trade Mitch Rob if I have to, because I'm thinking if I'm Philly, what I want Mitch Rob and Randall, right? But
I can't see them. You think they would take 4 first rounders and not take one of Brunson, RJ, or Randall? Like I can't see that happening. Like,
I would
feel
give
like you
them
need to
Randall if
take
I
one
had
of
to.
them.
I'm keeping RJ and I'm keeping Brunson. I would give them Randall if I had to.
That's
So
what I'm
I would,
saying.
if I had to, because like Mitchell Robinson is he's their starting at that 5 spot they get it. So they're going to have Mitchell Robinson 15 million. So Randall's like 27. So right there, you're talking about 42. They'd have to send us another player.
Yeah, they would send us another player. They're probably gonna.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know
probably
who
gonna
they would
probably
send. They
shed
can't
salary
send
at that
Tobias
point.
Harris. I mean, it could be like, okay, so they could send us a player that's somewhere in the $8 million, $7 million. That's no problem. I don't think that's a problem.
Right.
They could send, what's that defensive dude name that they got? The boy
Uh,
can't shoot, but he's all NBA
oh,
defense. What's his?
not the new starter. Because I've been thinking about
No,
Thibault,
Tybalt.
but
Is it Tybalt? Tybalt.
Yeah.
Tybalt. Send us Tybalt. I'm not saying he's like gonna make a difference, but I'm saying for the South, send us Tybalt.
Got you.
They're not. They may. They. I don't think they send us Miller. Matisse Tybalt. He's 4 million. You send him with 33. That's 37. I think that gets it done. So you get those 2 dudes, and yeah, you might throw in a small salary, like you might throw in a Paul Reed or Jaden Springer or something like that. I'm not worried about it. But I'm saying like if he's leaving anyway and they got to do a sign and trade, then we could have. I'm saying we'd be good, man. We'd be good.
Yeah.
I would keep Brunson. I would keep Bronze. I'm keeping RJ.
I'd be happy
That's
with
my
that team.
base.
I'd be
Yeah,
very
that's my
happy with
base
that
right
team.
there. And then I still got Deuce McBride. I still got Sims. So damn, I'm giving them the Dallas number 1. I'm giving them our number 1. That's 2. I would probably give them 2 more unprotected. That's 4. I would give them. I would try to keep Randall. Damn, I would try to keep Randall. Damn, if I could keep Randall. Can you imagine Randall with that? Damn. I would try my best to keep Randall, but it's hard to do.
There is no way. They would have.
I know. We'd have to give up Randall and Mitch Rob. We have to give up Randall and
fire
Mitch
you
Rob.
for not taking one of them.
Well, all right, so look here. If you Daryl Morey and Philip, okay, you getting Mitchell Robinson, you're getting Julius Randall, you're getting 5 unprotected number 1s. You doing that? Your boy's leaving anyway.
I think he might. I think he would. I think it's a
your
possibility.
boy's leaving. It ain't like you got much of a choice. Your boy's leaving. So yeah, I'm telling you, because I would have to start Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
I would get a backup 4 from the free agent market. Like somebody like if I could get a Harrison Barnes, I'd do it.
Right.
Or somebody on that like that. I would even take a Jay Crowder. But I'm getting somebody as a backup 4. Yeah, I'm getting a backup 4.
3D backup.
Somebody.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's a backup 4. So it's possible, bro. That's what I'm saying. So to me, right now, I'm not worried about this game. To me, this game is positive because of all that we talked about. If we could come correct with 45 wins, I'm very confident they could do that. I think they're going to get better after the 41 games. They're going to get better. So you continue to develop your Grimes. You continue to develop your Deuce. You continue to develop, the guys that you got. You get your 45 wins.
Right. I agree.
can see Joel Embiid coming here, man.
I don't know. I'm dreaming big right now, but that whole James Harden news coming out a couple of days ago had me thinking like, wait a minute.
That's not to me. That's not the big news. The big news is what Joel Embiid's going.
Right, but I mean, like,
I
if
mean, they
he's
don't
trying to
give a.
team
I
up
mean,
with
they got
Harden,
right. They got what you care about. What you care. I mean, Harden is a nice piece, but I ain't gonna front. But I'm saying, you telling me you more worried about Harden or Embiid?
no, I'm saying Harden will be a domino. That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
because Harden's
yeah.
talking
Oh,
about
yeah, yeah.
leaving. Right,
He's
so
the
if he's
first
talking
domino.
about
Right,
leaving,
right.
then I'm like,
The
okay,
process would lead.
then
The process would lead.
then he's gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be me and Maxi and what else? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
So he
saying.
signed a. I'm looking at his. He signed a 4-year, $210 million deal starting in 23-24. So he's getting 40. I'm looking at now. He's getting 47 million pretty much next year.
Right. I like ball too. Definitely like ball too. But yo, salute to the chat. I think it's a good place to end it. We kind of went all around the merry-go-round.
Yeah, we did, but we had some interesting conversation.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. My sorry, the phone line, my computer went down. So the phones are down by because it was connected to my computer, my laptop. So sorry guys, whoever is on hold. But salute to chat. If you like the show, hit that like button, the subscribe button. We will be back for the Houston game. We need to leave this Texas Triangle on a win. Hopefully, like we talked about earlier, RJ Barrett is healthy. His finger is stitched up and will able to pick up where we left off. And Quentin Grimes has some more confidence. And the other guys also have more confidence and will be able to beat our next team. When is this? When is that? When's the next game, Raw? When's the next
The
game?
next game Thursday.
Next game is Thursday, and that's the
Yeah,
Rockets,
they
right?
play San Antonio.
Oh, we play San Antonio. San Antonio is always tricky because they always play. They play the ultimate team ball where anybody can get off at any single time. So it makes it really hard to key in on one defensive guy. So we're gonna have to be defense on a string type of defense for us. So you can't sleep on any team, even though the Spurs aren't, the
Yeah,
top
they
of the
play San
West.
Antonio
Huh?
Thursday night at 8, and they play Houston Saturday night at 7.
Gotcha. So we'll definitely be here Thursday. I'm not sure if Roy will be here. Thursday, Roy might be here. It is a Thursday
Yeah, I
game.
might, because this is a light week. I mean, between Christmas and New Year's, it's a little light at my job.
Right. So that'll be dope. If we have it's a possibility. Also, the full Knicks squad might not be available, but there's my possibility the full KOT squad will be here for Thursday. So definitely
KOT,
check us
baby.
out.
Yeah.
All right. We might have Ryan and Lee. That'll be dope.
Everybody be here. So yeah, Thursday night at 8 o'clock, they're at San Antonio. Saturday night at 7, they're at Houston. Then they come back home for 2 games between Phoenix and San Antonio next week.
Got you. Yeah,
They
I'm not gonna
play
hold you.
Toronto 3 games in January.
Lord,
Yeah, we got them 3 times. We got them at Toronto. Wait, we got at Toronto on the 6th, at the Garden on the 16th, at Toronto on the 22nd. I like actually playing them at Toronto better than home. But we got 3 games. Yeah. I think they're playing the Martin Luther King game against them.
Okay. Yeah, we usually play the Martin Luther King games for
The
sure.
Knicks are pretty good on Martin Luther King Day. They're pretty good.
Unlike Christmas. Christmas is usually
Yeah, right. Or Friday night. They're not good. But this week, I like the way we got Thursday night and then Saturday night. So I think it'll be all right, JL.
I think we'll be all right too. I think we'll make up some ground. But Toronto though, I'm scared of that team. I don't care how we playing every year. I'm scared of Toronto, yo. Their length.
Toronto is good, man. There's no doubt. I'm telling you, Toronto. I'm picking 2 teams to move up in the standings: Toronto and Orlando.
Magic.
Right.
Magic is out here.
I'm going to see the Knicks against Orlando on February 7th.
Magic out here taking souls.
Yeah, for real. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Man.
Yeah, quietly creeping up. I call Black Victor, aka Bobo, over here being a menace.
Yeah, right. That's right. And Toronto right now is in the 10th seed. They're actually 3-7 in the last 10. But I think I wouldn't sleep on them. I think they're gonna come back.
I'm never sleeping on Toronto. They always give us problems.
Yeah, they lost tonight because they played without Fred VanVleet, but they're gonna be back.
We might be better off because if we have Grimes to play on Fred, and I think we might win that because I
To
think
me,
that was
the
a
key
huge
is how
difference
many
for us.
minutes can you get Mitch, Rob, Grimes, and Deuce on the floor together? Can you get them? If you can get them 20 minutes on the floor together, we could beat anybody.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
We could beat anybody.
I could, it's that defense, but it depends on the matchup too because I do feel like that small matchup wasn't working for us with Toronto, but on most nights I think we can hang with those three for sure. For
Yeah, I
sure.
think with them three, we've been in good shape. Now, you can add to that either RJ or Randall, they're interchangeable. But if you give me either of those two and then you add Mitch Rob to that, they're pretty
Yeah,
good, man. I'm not worried about it. I'm telling you, I'm looking, I wish they'd have won tonight, but I'm looking at a longer term view, and I'm saying,
yeah,
I like the way this team looks, man.
yeah. I kind of feel like besides like RJ stepping up and being like a lead wing, like and I know he stepped up this season. I'm talking about even the next level, like Super Saiyan RJ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like a winged, uh, like a taller deuce. Like I think a taller deuce, like a
Like
winged
who?
deuce, like a 6'5". What we want a can to be?
Like who though? Who's out? Who would
I
that
don't
dude
know.
be?
I don't
I
know.
mean, because like you can't expect. First, we know it ain't no rookie play, so it ain't gonna be a rookie. So all right, let me look and see because you can't be. There's no rookie play. So
Right.
let me see.
I almost feel like we might have to
You
draft.
got to look for a free agent. Let me
Right.
see. We're talking about. Let's go with the small forward. Let's see what we
I
got
almost feel like
there.
we might have to
Small forward.
draft that guy. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's see. Chris Middleton, Harrison Barnes, Jay Crowder, Kelly Oubre. I don't know. I'm looking for somebody. I don't see nobody.
Yeah. We needed a
Uh,
wing defender somewhere, like a
I mean, of the crew that's going to be available in 2023, all right, Harrison Barnes, Chris Middleton, he's going to stay in Milwaukee. Harrison Barnes,
kid
I
from the
think he'll stay
Rockets. You
in.
talking about Tari picks? There's
If we could get Tari, I'd take Tari
there's
because
no way we're
Tari
getting
is only
Tari.
like 2 million or less.
There's no way. He's too.
They're not giving up Tari.
Yeah, I ain't giving him.
I mean, unless you're giving them quickly, they're not giving up Tari.
Nah.
I wouldn't. That guy be fired giving up Tari Eason. But I mean, I don't know. Shoot. Let me see what else they got here. I'm looking at the small forward. How about Bogdanovich
But
from Houston? I mean
I
from Atlanta.
wait, Bogdanovich?
Yeah, Bogdanovich. He's 30. He'll be 30. Karis LeVert,
Maybe Levert.
Josh, I'm thinking of somebody that's coming off the bench because I'm starting Grimes.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about okay, so Josh Hart, your boy Malik will be available.
Oh, okay.
Gary Trent Jr., Karis LeVert,
Gary Trent.
Bogdanovich.
Gary Trent he's a defender. Is he like
He'll
a
be
how long a
unrestricted next
wing?
summer.
I like Gary Trent, but I'm not sure
Yeah, I don't want Gary Trent.
if that's what we
I would
need.
not mind Karis coming off my bench though.
Right. Like somebody like Karras, like a wing guy with longer arms who can defend other
And I
lanky
wouldn't
wings.
mind
I think we're
Josh
missing
Hart
that.
because we got Brunson, right? I wouldn't
Right.
mind Josh Hart
Right.
because he's coming out of Villanova. What do you think about Lonnie Walker the fourth?
Oh, Lonnie always. I would like Lonnie. It's funny. I
He's
haven't
going to be
kept up with him that
unrestricted. He's
much
only
since he's been on
24.
the Lakers, but I always
Yeah,
liked his potential when he was coming into
yeah,
the
when he was on the
league.
Spurs, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like him too. If I'm looking at shooting guards that are available as unrestricted free agents in 2023. All right, I would look at Karis LeVert, Malik Beasley, Josh Hart. Damn, I would look at Dylan Brooks, but I don't think he's leaving Memphis. They're gonna lock him down. You know, I have soured on Taylor Horton Tucker. I think homie's like a Pillsbury Doughboy. He eat too much. Let me see. I wouldn't mind Lonnie Walker. I wouldn't mind him. I
Yeah.
don't want Kendrick Nunn anymore. Um,
Yeah.
if I'm getting Joel Embiid, I was taking Matisse Thybulle with him.
No, that would definitely that would solve two problems at once, really.
Yeah, yeah, because if I can get Matisse, I'm really in good shape now.
Yeah.
So I think this. I think I'm looking at the shooting guard unrestricted free agents for next year. So I'm thinking, okay, so you got Bogdanovich. I don't want him, but the guys I want: Karis LeVert, Malik, Josh Hart, realistically, that are going to be on the market. Lonnie Walker, and
Right.
excuse me. Let me see. Matisse Thybulle. That's about it. And Matisse, I really want him if I could get Joel Embiid. So really, we're talking about Karis LeVert, Malik Beasley, Josh Hart,
Yeah.
and Lonnie Walker Jr.
That's
And
decent.
then Matisse Thybulle. So I
Okay.
think we got five. There's five guys that can be unrestricted this year.
That's all right. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I
You
kind
know
of
what I'm
like
saying?
that. I'll
Lonnie's
take that.
unrestricted.
I'll take that.
Matisse is a restricted free agent because he's 26. He's coming off his rookie deal, $3 million a year. I would take this. I would take him. If I'm getting Joel Embiid,
I'll definitely
take
do that
him.
in a heartbeat. But yo,
I mean, I'm talking about realistic. Like somebody mentioned Trey Murphy. Of course, I would take.
I
Trey
would
Murphy.
love Trey Murphy, but I'm
But
not.
the,
That's
Knicks-
not
but
happening.
the Pelicans are not. And he's not available. So
Yeah.
he's not even.
I would love
Fantasize about this. Not.
But if he's
Trey
available,
Murphy's
yeah, come there. I'm with it.
Yeah, Trey Murphy's gonna sit there and play right next to Zion and try to win some playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
but those five guys though, I think that's a good stable. You got LeVert, Beasley, Hart, um, Lonnie Walker,
Mhm.
and Matisse Thybulle. I think that's a good crew to pick. What you think, Jay? I think it's a
I
good
like those. I like those guys.
Yeah,
I'm
those
like,
guys will all be unrestricted and will be, except Matisse, he'll be restricted. But if we're looking at Joe, if we're kicking the tires on a Joel Embiid,
then we maybe
then
can
yeah,
roll.
we can get Matisse
Right.
too. But
I'm
we'll
with
see what
it.
happens.
I'm with it, bro. Off the cuff with the wing defenders that we can bring in next season or beyond. Shout out to the chat, man. Hope you love the show. I'm about to end it off right now. I'm a little bit tired. It is 1 a.m. in the morning, so salute to you guys. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe button. We'll be back on Thursday talking Knicks versus Spurs. So shout out to you guys in the chat. Picks for Timmy, Corey Lee, Stanley Nowak, Kanal Ben Lawyer, MBIC, Man Child, Knicks Nation TV, Kenny Bowens, everybody else who's rocking with the show. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us at 1 a.m.
Rocking with the KOT.
That's right. All right. So that is our show, Raw. Let them know where you can find you, sir.
You can find me at Raw Hebrew Remnant on YouTube, Raw Hebrew Remnant on Twitter, Raw Hebrew Remnant on Patreon. Especially if you want to help poor people in other countries, the Patreon will help. Other than that, you won't find.
Like that. And you can find
That's
us,
like
you
that.
already know, man. You can find us on different places. You find us, the KOT Show on Twitter, the Knick Of Time Show on Instagram and Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher as well. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, you listen to us. And get those snapbacks, the black and whites and the blue and orange. Somebody just ordered one. It's coming to your door soon. Thank you for ordering, sir. At the knickoftimeshow.com. All you gotta do is go to the knickoftimeshow.com, hit catalog, get your snapback so you can be official tissue rocking with the KOT show. All right. Good show, Raw. Good seeing you, man. Really good seeing you.
Always good, Jay. Always good. I've been busy for the last couple months at this job, but now it's between Christmas and New Year's, get a little bit of rest time. So.
Absolutely. It happens. It's all good. But that is our show, guys, and you already know what it is, as always.
Shout out the Worldwide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
It's a mess out here in these Knicks YouTube and Twitter streets. That's our show. We out of here. See you Thursday.
Jay Ellis.
Peace.
New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.